to get to warmer weather in the winter has spawned decades of competition and tradition, and today, once again, these two will square off to find out who will take home the coveted jeweled shillelagh. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the Big 12, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Direct snap. Oh, he's got a chance. Got enough for the first down. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. Think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state.
Turning it on! And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
On the run, it's Jordan. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll run it from the gun. Past the first down marker and still running. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on the score.
Man, talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Jordan. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. They'll give it to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off play action on first down. Pressure coming. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Cross-country rivalry between these old foes. It started because Newt Rockne's wife wanted to go to California late in the season, and the next chapter unfolds today.
That sounds perfect. If my wife wanted to do the same thing I would do. Happy wife, happy life. It's always interesting to hear how these rivalry trophies come about, but I know one thing. USC, Notre Dame, every year, Palmer, is appointment television.
It is. My brother Billy played for Notre Dame, and I'll be honest, I used to get jealous watching him play against the Trojans, whether it was at Coliseum or whether it was at Notre Dame. This is one of the best rivalries in all of college football, and one that I wish I could have been a part of.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's open on the right. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Touch pass on the right. There he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Extra point here will tie the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
This rivalry nearly 100 years old now, guys, dating back to when Newt Rockne had made the Irish a power and Howard Jones had done the same for the Trojans.
So many names, and then if you go recent, I mean, everybody remembers the Bush push and just so many great games in this matchup. Every year it seems like the game means a lot, and obviously, Palmer, you add a trophy, it just gets way better.
It's like the greatest players to ever do it. I mean, Joe Montana for Notre Dame, Marcus Allen, his Heisman Trophy with the Trojans. And you're right, we could go on and on and on, and it always seems like those guys play their best games in this rivalry classic.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Jordan. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. He knew he was going to have to pay the price, and he did, but the reward is the first down.
Yep, he hung in there just long enough. I think he did a really good job hanging there, finds the running back. And listen, when you choose to blitz, now you got to tackle my guy in space. Running back does a great job getting the first down.
The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. Running to Green. Picks up the first down, still moving. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Fires to the wideout. That pass falls incomplete, and it wraps up an entertaining first. Both offenses doing damage. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking down the middle. Got him in the open. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and get them a first down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
And the Trojans line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Next going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown USC.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Sends it back in motion. On the snap, it's Price. Pocket breaking down. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be 2nd down. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the front.
Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Off play action. Makes the grab. It's Smith. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, that's about as risky as he can get as a head coach. Early in the game, 4th down, deep in your own end, and you go for it. Nice job, offense.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. To the air, it's Carr. They're setting up the screen. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He wants to take the top off. He's got it. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you're going to fly upfield every single play. We'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Power football with the run. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. With the run on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Try to pass it in. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Out of the gun, the inside give. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. They'll immediately call timeout.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll run it again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Going deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Wide open downfield. Grabs a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Now improvising. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Trojans will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. Snagged in the middle. It's Fleming. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He's now up to 64 yards rushing as he draws closer to a 2,000-yard season. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. To throw, it's Carr. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
They'll run it to the right. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Now the play fake. Looking for an open area to his left. Trying to escape and get it himself. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
This is why 3rd down is so difficult for quarterbacks, because the defense substitutes. They put faster guys on the field, and they've got all of their different exotic looks they've been game planning all week for. Some things you haven't seen on film yet, and it confuses your offensive line. It confuses you, and you're out here just trying to make plays, trying to do something right to get a first down. Wasn't able to gain a lot there.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well. And they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Snap it to the back. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
With the catch, it's Wormley. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And for the second time, they'll go for the field goal. The first one was good, and they'll try from 42. And it's no good. He missed it. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going with the ground game left. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Oh, he's got some space. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that wildcat, and they give up a big play. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. So they come to the line, and the wildcat's going to give him a different look. Direct snap. It's Price. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
Breaks the tackle. the first down and still on his feet. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Smith. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Rides to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down.
Looking for the end zone. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Ready to try the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Pulls it in. It's Jordan.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. It's really not hard to find the difference between this game and the loss last week. Turned it over 3 times a week ago. None today.
And just a great response. Last week, you're probably the reason you lost, and you didn't take care of the football. But now you step out here, you show your team you can bounce back, you can lead, take care of the football, and lead this team to victory.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. He wants to change this route. The toss to the outside. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He had the speedster loose, and he just couldn't connect. Just a little too much juice on the pass.
Yeah, those ones that you got a guy wide open, a lot of times quarterbacks will tell you that those are the ones you kind of, like, I don't want to mess this up, and you either put way too little on it, or in this case, way too much on it, and overthrow the speedster.
jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Trojans decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat's going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Marshall. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Running into the open space. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll try to get outside. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved the touchdown, at least for now.
And there it is, toss play to the left, using this guy's speed on the perimeter. They weren't able to bring him down. That's an explosive play offensively.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Leaves it with the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying play action. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide, and I can throw them the football, and they can make a play over top of somebody.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Back to throw, it's Carr. Under kicker in a huge spot. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And we are tied, and we have set the stage for quite a finish. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
To the air on first down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was, could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. And they weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their first sack of the game, and that is going to be a big shot in the arm for this defense.
We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up.
Great job by the defense there in the back end. Quarterback outside the pocket. He's trying to find something down the field. Everybody is covered, though, and they force him to throw it away, now setting up fourth down late.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Marshall. Grab near the marker. It's Carr. Touchdown, Irish! They move on top here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Making side adjustments here. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires downfield. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Still trying to take it back.
When you're down late in the game and you got to make plays, it's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
Still looking on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
1 for 2 on 4th down attempts so far, and we will get a 3rd attempt here. Looking for the score! And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
And this offense stays aggressive, and listen, everybody likes it when it works. But now you are leaning on your defense, and this thing just got interesting.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. And it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.